In South Africa today, we have a man called Rob Hessoff, this multi-billionaire who made his money. I don't know where he got the money from, but he got the money from Africa and went and invested it overseas in America. He bought planes. He is talking the truth, although he is only bashing the white folks, people like Ramaphosa. He is also bashing Julius Malema. He shows pictures of him with So today we are worried about the war that has broken out of Ukraine and Russia. But if you look at the history of Russia, Russia has always been a very unstable country. From as early as the 12th century, in the years 1147, when Moscow was founded, in the areas like Vladimir, which was the capital city, which was also in competition with Moscow. So, fast forward, during the years of the Romanovs, like Tsar Nicholas II, are known to be cousins with King George V. They are both the grandchildren of Queen Victoria. So you see now the relation between Russia and England. And England is another dynasty that is at the mercy of its people, because if you look at it now, with the crowning of Prince Charles is from Finland, as it is, because his father is one of the dynasty in Finland. So by implication, the kingdom of England has been hijacked, because by right King Charles is not a UK citizen. He's supposed to be paying allegiance to his father, who is not English. So there is a problem there. That is why now there was this Russian Revolution in the 1917. So that revolution is a pain to England. So obviously England will never support Putin. Although Putin fought, although Russia fought alongside the Allies in the war of 1939, 40 to 1945, but there is still this lack of trust between these two ideologies, which is originally communist and capitalist. So they will never trust each other. That is why today we are expecting them to plunge us to Armageddon, because they both have nuclear weapons. So it's a tragedy. And Africa is not ready for that war, because I don't think there's any country in Africa that has nuclear weapons. And if it had, the West would make sure that those nuclear weapons are disarmed. This is what happened to Gaddafi, to South Africa, and other nuclear proliferating countries. So we are in a quagmire. We could be going to war. We may perish, but I know Africa will rise like a phoenix. It will rise from the ashes, and God save Africa. But we hope one day we can always open our eyes and choose the correct leaders, because the leaders that we have presently will take us to war. ANC will never win elections in 2024, and we will have a chaotic government by coalitions, and the wrong people will take the helm of presidency, and they will antagonize countries like UK, claiming that slavery or colonialism was a crime, and they want to move the borders and make one Africa by force. And because some African nations won't agree to that, so they will invite Western nations to come and intervene, and we will have the West fighting Africans. That will be the West situation for Africa. So we need leaders who will believe in negotiations and convince other African countries to unite and form a united front, not for war purposes, but militarily strong and able to defend itself, but also self-sufficient in producing food for every African child. That is the Africa we want, and the leader that we have today will not take us there. They believe in money, and they believe in more money in the Swiss bank or in overseas banks. They think the only way to survive in Africa is to have money. They don't believe in agrarian reforms. And yet, the best option for Africa is to improve agrarian reforms so that we are able to sell our surplus to the whole world. That will be our salvation. God bless Africa.